And Swami Dayanand is famous in Mauritius as well. You know, the Arya Samaj. We have the DAV school, which is actually a reform or bien an activity or a project of the Arya Samaj, okay, to have DAV schools. Even in other countries, we have DAV schools. And I guess you know that, no? DAV schools, they do yagya, fire sacrifice there. So this is to propagate the teachings of Arya Samaj of Swami Dayanand, right? So let's see about him, Swami Dayanand. He was born in Gujarat in 1824. And his original name is Mool Shankar. He was not Swami Dayanand, he was Mool Shankar. He was the son of, that is, his father was Karshanji Lalji, who was a government officer, and he was a great devotee of Lord Shiv. So, when it's a great devotee of Lord Shiv, it means he was doing idol worship. Parce qu'il nous priait Shiv in the form of idol, in the form of linga. C'est an idol, right? It's an form. So, his father was very rigid, quite strict. He got those qualities from his father, but he also got compassion, warm-heartedness from his mother, the values from his mother, though his mother was uneducated. So to start in help, in contribute in the life of Mool Shankar, ou bien Swami Dayanand. So his formal education started at the age of 5. And at the age of 8, he got the sacred thread, Janev. And he became entitled to read scriptures. Quand nous met Janev, nous capable study scriptures. So at the age of 8, it's a very young age, no? And he was given the thread, the Janev. And he started reading scriptures at that age, which also indicates that he was intelligent, right? At the age of 14, he knew the whole of Yajurved, Kakved, no? He knew the Yajurved by heart. And the other 3 Vedas, he knew many portions of that, which again shows he was intelligent, right? So his father, who was Karshanji Lalji, who was a devotee of Shiv, on the day of Mahashivratri, of course, they meet at night, they do prayers, no? So the whole family observed fast and they remained awake throughout the night. And they were in the temple to do prayers. It was in the year 1838. But, Pafakanal temple for Mahashivratri, it's true. It happened that the devotees there, they slept. Some were sleepy, others eventually slept. And it was around midnight. And Mool Shankar was watching all these things. They are devotees of Shiv. They are supposed to remain awake, but they are sleeping for Mahashivratri. Donc ça, il commence question himself then. So that Mahashivratri changed his life completely that day. On that night itself, he saw a rat nibbling the offerings of Shiv. Nous mettons pas prasad, no, for Shiv offerings. The rat was nibbling there. Prasad was eating the prasad. Là, he was shocked. Parce que Shiv is God. Shiv, you have given him food, offering. He's God. He's supposed to stop the rat from nibbling the offerings. But he could not. He could not. So he questioned, est-ce qu'il sa murti là, est-ce qu'il est bon Dieu ça, ou bien it is just a stone? How is it that God cannot protect his own food? Why is it that people, they are devotees of Shiv, they consider themselves to be devotee of Shiv, but they are indeed sleep for Mahashivratri? You can indeed become quite useless. No, nous faire la prière, but we are sleeping. So, préfère ne pas faire li. That is the point, right? So this changed the life of Gandhi. And at that night, he got enlightenment. À cause ça, je t'appelle ça Rishi Bodh. Bodh veut dire enlightenment, Rishi c'est Swami Dayanand. So on the day of Mahashivratri, when Arya Samajist should celebrate Rishi Bodh. Because he got realization on that day. Là, from that day, his life changed. His path changed. Il n'est plus suivre ce papa to be the Shiv devotee, to go to temple and all. He stopped that. He was against idol worship. Idole-là, il pas encore protège lui-même d'une façon. So why should we pray that? Okay. So he was against idol worship. From that day, his preoccupation was to know about God. He felt his education, malgré qu'il était Vedas and all, he felt his education was incomplete. He wanted to know more about God. So, of course, when you oppose your family or when you oppose the traditions of your family, there will be clashes. There had been clashes between Mool Shankar and his father. Okay. But he had his sister and his uncle on whom he could rely on. But there was a time when both were dead all of a sudden, and then Mool Shankar was a bit lost again. And then the persons he loved, his sister and uncle, were not there, they were dead. Now his preoccupation was to know about life and death. No, life and death. He wanted to know more about that. He studied for that. Now, his inclination was more on the spiritual side. He wanted to learn more about life and death, about God. No? Donc, he declared that one day he will renounce life. So his father wanted to get him married. Ça, comme on dit, belle solution, c'est ancienne. On peut faire mauvais marié, il est là, il peut dresser. But it's not the fact, of course. So his parents wanted to get him married. But Mool Shankar ran away from home so that not to get married. And when he ran away from home, he went to start his journey of knowledge. Okay, he went to Banaras, hoping that he will find answers to his questions about God, about life, about death. But it was 15 years later, Dayanand was kept roaming, okay? Then he finally got what he wanted, après 15 ans. In 1860, he met his guru. His guru was Swami Virjanand. Virjanand was a blind Swami. He was blind. So Swami Virjanand changed his life completely, the life of Swami Dayanand. So Swami Virjanand gave him the knowledge he wanted, educated him. Okay. Now, when we learn from someone, we should give Guru Dakshina. As per the Indian culture, we give Guru Dakshina. So what was the Guru Dakshina actually the Guru asked for? He did not want any fee, any kind of money, nothing. But the Guru Dakshina, the Guru wanted was to propagate the teachings of the Vedas. That was the fee Swami Virjanan asked from Mool Shankar, that he should throughout his life propagate the teachings of the Vedas. From then on, the motto, the aim of Dayanand's life was back to the Vedas. He then revived the teachings of Vedas. He founded then the Arya Samaj. Of course, the Arya Samaj, he founded it. And Dayanand started preaching the Vedas, the Vedic philosophy to people. And he was called Maharshi. Maharshi is a Maha Rishi, great Rishi. Why great Rishi? Because he promised his guru throughout his life, he is going to teach, to propagate the teachings of the Vedas, and he did it. He kept his promise. That's why he is called Maharshi, a great Rishi, right? So, to give some substance to his work, on April 10th of April 1875, the Arya Samaj was established. Arya Samaj was the Noble Society. So, again, question, what is the meaning of Arya Samaj? Arya, ban dimun qui peut vivre dans l'aine avant chapelle ban Arya. That is, they are the noble people. Samaj, it is a society. Same thing, you can get a question for Brahma Samaj. What is the meaning of Brahma Samaj? Okay. Samaj says society, of course. Brahma, c'est toujours the virtuous people, the good people, or the noble people. Ou bien appelé the society of the noble, right? Of the good people. So he founded the Brahma Samaj, and of course there were rules there for the Brahma Samaj. Anyone who would enter the Brahma Samaj as a member has to follow the 10 rules given by Swami Dayanand, among which was practicing the truth, la vérité, practicing the truth, to be spiritual, to help people to be spiritual. Okay? You need not know all the 10 principles of Arya Samaj, for your level, okay? But yes, you must know there are 10 principles of Arya Samaj. And these 10 principles could be from the Vedas. C'est pas quelque chose new that Dayanand qui met l'emphase sur, non. C'est all from the Vedas. Now, Dayanand opposed idol worship. Okay? Et il oppose bien sûr polythéisme. Quand nous cause idol worship, nous bien cause polythéisme, ils marchent ensemble. Parce que polythéisme, worship of many gods, veut dire aussi nous faire idol worship. Okay? So he opposed both of them. Pareil comme Ram Mohan Roy. For lui, we need to worship the God who is formless. Right? So there is a quote here, when je t'en prends ça, ekam sadvipra bahuda vadanti. That is, there is only one God, one truth. But we call that by many names. Wise men call it by many names. Okay? But we need to focus on the formless one. So he propagated monotheism. Il paraît comme un Roy in fait. Okay? He also helped to eradicate the blind beliefs and superstitions, the false rituals that people were performing. Comment il fait ça? He established the 16 sanskar. In a solar sanskar, 16 sanskar, no? He gave that to people. Est-ce qu'il veut dire l'il crée ça? No. That was written in the Vedas. Au fait, nous n'avons plus qui 16 sanskar. But Dayanand Lin are mainly 16 sanskar so that modern people can follow. You see, là aussi, nous pouvons follow the Vedas, but still to our own convenience. Okay? Donc, il met l'emphase sur 16 sanskar that we definitely need to perform. And the 5 great sacrifices. You remember, quand nous fait ashram, we did that. The 5 great sacrifices. We need to care for our parents, care for God, do prayers, study scriptures, to care for the nature, hospitality to guests, to care for animals, the poor, the needy. Okay, he gave emphasis on these things. Qui fait il met l'emphase sur ça so that people do not do exaggerated things, which includes black magic. Okay, so he wanted, and his life has been to revive the teachings of the Vedas. And he wrote many books. Okay, he wrote many books. For example, the book called Satyarth Prakash. Je ne sais pas si on a lu dans le livre là. I think no. One of his famous book. Satyarth Prakash. Yeah. That is one of his famous book. Ki ban Arya Samaj, tous les temps refer to that. Okay, man Arya Samajist. Now, he was at a time in Indian society where there were conversions. Man Hindus, they were converting to become Muslims or Christian. Now, he could not see that situation that all our Hindu brothers and sisters were living. So what he introduced the Shuddhi ceremony. That is, those who left the Hindu society, if they want to come back, they want to return, they return. They will do a Shuddhi ceremony, as in purification ceremony, and then they will be Hindus again. Okay, this is to welcome back those people who left. He made significant changes to the institution of marriage by fighting polygamy, hostility against polygamy, and he was against child marriage. He has set up marriageable ages. L'âge qui disait marié, il met l'emphase sur ça. 16 were for girls, that's a minimum. 16 were for girls and 25 for boys. That was a way to stop child marriage. Pour l'instant, nous ne pouvons pas marier 16 ans parce que we have a law of the country also. You need to wait for 18. He also encouraged interdining and intermarriage. Longtemps, you know the problem of caste system là. High caste, c'est pas pour marier avec low caste. High caste is not going to eat with the low caste people. But he encouraged interdining. The two ensemble, high caste, low caste people, they eat together and they also get married, intermarriage. Okay, that was to help them. C'est aussi une façon to bring unity in the Hindu society itself, among the Hindus. He was making sure that sati system was not practiced. Il aussi focused on sati system. Malgré que Ram Mohan Roy made it illegal, but sati system was still being practiced at the time of Dayanand. So he was working on that also. Dayanand brought women out of Parta. Women were confined in the home. So Dayanand brought them out of home. Qui pour faire? to give education. Parce que they were not educated. C'est très sa case, une petite fille, they learn how to cook, how to take care of the house, and then she gets married, and then she has children. Après, fini la vie, fini la même. So he gave them education. And he started Kanya Vidyalay, schools for girls. And he taught the Holy Scriptures to women. Je t'ai déjà remarqué que dans Arya Samaj, nous avons une pandita, une madame qui fait pandit, non? Ben, di moun qui fait idol worship, il est bien rare qu'il nous ait une madame fait pandit. Il est rare. I'm not saying he doesn't, we don't have it. We have, mais il est rare. But Arya Samaj, tout madame n'est capable de faire. Havan, n'est capable de faire sur la case, ou bien n'est capable de become a pandita. Right? He also voted for the emancipation of women. Ki Gandhi worked on it later on. Okay, that women should take care, pas seulement of the house, but they should be educated. They can contribute in earning money also, in doing other work for society also. Okay. He wrote many books. One I told you already. And he was gathering people. He was giving speeches and all. But there was a problem with him. He was talking in Sanskrit. Quand il fait speech, he did speech in Sanskrit. And at that time, many people did not know and did not understand Sanskrit. Then, quand il goes on Sanskrit, means message n'est pas passé, no? So if whatever message he's giving, people won't understand. So from Sanskrit, he shifted to Hindi language, right? And of course, he that was the best language, the best way to help people to use Hindi while giving speeches. And then he started dressing himself properly. Là, après, il commence à couvrir parce que he had to meet people, no? And we say that all his efforts have been rewarded. Okay, all these things, si je dis bien, were already started by Ram Mohan Roy. Et Dayanand qui vient après, et nous avons Ramakrishna, nous avons Gandhi, je décide de suivre le même chemin. And then, of course, they bring in new reforms as well, right?